What's good, y'all? This is probably like, ew, look at my jacket. Alright, anyways. So this is probably like a part 2 to my last video. Um, Talking about my relationship, I guess. Um, just thinking like, you ever feel like you should just not say your point? Like, nothing you say matters? Like, anything you do, you'll just fail at it? Sometimes, sometimes that's happened in my life. I think as I've grown up, I've failed more, yeah. As I've had more experiences, I've also had more wins. And I think maybe I just learned something. Maybe I learned not to argue my point. Maybe I learned that not even arguing my point isn't good. Maybe I'll learn that I should just shut the fuck up and let people talk and let them think for themselves. And stop trying to put it in their head that there's good out there. Kind of goth. But like, really though. Why am I trying to convince people of so much good that's right there in front of them when they can't even see it? Telling them to look at the trees, they staring at the grass. I'm telling them peep the forest, they looking at tree trunks like, what the fuck? There's hella trees, I can't get through. See how you like kind of see the picture, but it's not there? That kind of shit. Feel like I've just been painting an incomplete picture. Both literally and metaphorically. Like, I feel like that with my art, my music. And now it just happens that it's transferred over into my relationship. And I feel like I failed. But I also feel like I've done my best. So why try more? Do I need to? Am I wanted to? Do I myself have it in me? Not do you have it in you to take me giving me or me showing the goodness. Not can you receive it. Do I even have it in me anymore? I don't even have it in me to say that shit. Like, what really matters at this point? I could focus on me. I don't want to focus on me though. I was kind of done focusing on me. Ended up focusing on somebody else. Focusing on our companionship. But that didn't work out. So, if I'm cool with me, and I know that I'm going to continuously evolve, what am I doing looking for what other people are looking for, pretty much? Like, why am I trying to see what other people see and not just be what the fuck I am? And hey, you accept me or you don't. You see what's in front of you or you don't. And I think I think sometimes I even don't see what's in front of me. And I think that I accept it a lot. I think that most of the time I probably ignore it. Or not ignore, because I do interpretate everything. But I'm more steered towards what's the reaction? How do I react to this thing that is happening? And maybe again, it's just nothing. Don't react. They say they want somebody with no type of emotional hold on them, but also somebody that's in tune with them. How the fuck does one do that? Like, don't do this, don't do this. Well, go ahead, find your middle ground, and I'll tell you if it's cool or not, but in the way that you can't prosper from. Like, that's something that we face every fucking day. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that, but you can't go anywhere. Like, what do you do? Sometimes you gotta just fucking accept it. That's the point that I'm at. Just accept it. Because no matter how hard you try, you're still just the only one trying, really. Unless you have your team and they are trying to, and all you really have is you. All you really have is your will. And what is your will? You can be at will to some things, but what is your will? And what are you willing not to fuck with? I think I'm willing not to fuck with getting into confrontations, expressing myself. That's something that I've been trying to avoid for forever. But also, I feel trapped in that. I feel trapped in the fact that I can't actually express myself in the way that I need to. So that you can't actually pick up what the fuck I mean and be like, whoa, okay, let me step back for a second. Because this nigga's feeling something. Obviously, you feel it if I'm just sitting there like, so shut the fuck up and let me speak. But also, I can't be like that. That's not okay. So I do have to sit back and be like, huh, if you don't really want to hear me, why is why is my breath wasted? Here I am waiting, and I take your exhale as my last inhale. But it's not really, no matter what. Like that's something that actually fucks people up. On both sides. When you're putting somebody through that, and when you're going through that, when you're going through that, and when you're putting somebody through that. It's not really fair. That brings out both people's insecurities. When you bring out both people's insecurities, everything gets fucked up. And people tend to be mean. That's not, shouldn't be fucking shocking. People get mean when they're frustrated. What should be shocking though is the way you respond, because that can lead to other things. Maybe if you just don't react, not don't mention it, but just don't react, it'll rub off. It'll just, fuck was that? Okay. And you just take a deep breath and say whatever. Because nothing really matters. We're just trying to make shit matter. And if it doesn't to you, why should it to me? If it doesn't to me, why shouldn't it to you? If you're saying similar words to it doesn't matter, nigga, then that shit doesn't matter to the other person. Like, really just take that in. Because when you're actually having a face-to-face conversation, or not even a face-to-face, just like a heart-to-heart, it's a fucking heart-to-heart. They're gonna take that shit to the heart. That's what it means. You can't just be saying fucked up shit. So you really just have to take the time. That wasn't on purpose. I just be fucking spacing out. But you just have to take the time to understand what the fuck is happening. And you don't want things lost in translation. So stop. Like, actually stop. Stop that shit. Stop. Hope this helps. See you guys. Hit this, and I'm out.